Starting and running a business is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. Whether you're an established business owner or thinking about starting a side hustle to earn extra income, I am here to teach you how to show up as your unfiltered self, level up your business, and thrive as a mompreneur. Let's embrace the chaos and start enjoying the journey together. I'm Amy Traw, and you're listening to the Motivated Mompreneur podcast. Hello, everyone. Today I am joined by Summer Montebone of Fearless Academy for Women, owner of Summer's Fitness in North Canton, and event sponsor for Confident Cells. Summer, I am so excited to have you with me today.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, Amy. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, your success as a local business owner is truly inspiring. Can you share some of your journey with us?
Absolutely. So I think it's important to kind of give you a little bit of insight from way back, right? Because as little girls, sometimes we have big dreams. And I thought I was going to be a fashion designer, and we weren't allowed to have pets growing up. And so my first entrepreneurial journey was actually Seasons Pet Care. Summer, winter, spring, or fall, all you have to do is call Seasons Pet Care. And I made with markers and pieces of paper, made these flyers and put them in the mailboxes around our house because we weren't allowed to have pets. I'm the oldest of 6 kids, and my mom worked full time as a teacher. My dad is a pharmacist. And so I found a solution. So I've always been about finding solutions and creating your path. So that was my first, I guess, entrepreneurial journey. But fast forward, I was an athlete in high school, athlete in college, always in the wellness industry. I actually got my degree in health and physical education. So I started off as a health teacher at a high school. I ran the after school detention and the discipline committee. And I also helped rewrite the school handbook. I mean, I guess, I don't know, being the oldest child of 6 kids, needing some order and expectations and clarity. And I had some different struggles going on back then that I was surrounded a lot about sleep. And I was just tired all the time. And so one day my doctor was like, I think you need to, you're a smart girl, go find something else. And so, because I needed to create my own schedule. So personal training in college had kind of become a hobby. And I went on, to continue pursuing personal training and using my teaching background. And so when we moved back to this area, I took a part-time personal training job. Well, within 2 months, I had this full schedule of personal training clients. And I was at a local YMCA, and they didn't know what to do with me. All I know is they just kept telling me, you can't do that, you can't do this, and you can't do that. So what I'm sharing with you is 19 years ago, I started doing small group personal training, which might be something that seems new recently. And I was doing boot camp sessions 19 years ago. And obviously that's something that's grown. Well, went a couple of different places, and one day just decided, hey, like, I can't have somebody else kind of controlling my vision and mission. And so my husband and we decided, although it's my name 100% on the lease. You want to talk about thinking you're having a heart attack? We decided I was going to own my 6,000 square foot fitness facility that's currently on Frank Road. So we're celebrating 15 years this year of a brick and mortar location. And here I am, someone that started off in the teaching industry. And I really attribute teaching and coaching and all different aspects to being able to open that. And if I were to rename it, I would rename it Summer's Fitness Academy too, because we're all about empowering and teaching people when it comes to health and fitness. And so over that time, over the past 15 years, I've evolved too. I had become a national fitness champion in 2004. I went on to coach other Olympians, other elite athletes. But where things really changed for me as a fitness business owner is when I had my first child and I became a mom. And so in 2006, I actually lost my mom to cancer. And so, I'd always kind of been like a parent to my younger brothers and sisters. When I was 12, we had 3 kids under the age of 2. So I was always helping take care of someone. But when I had my first child in 2011, like, I literally hit rock bottom. So here I am, a successful business owner who's been in national fitness magazines, invited speaker, just everything, right? Top of the world. And I hit rock bottom. And I have sworn to be very vocal about the fact that I spent a week in the psychiatric unit when my daughter was 5 weeks old. And that's a whole nother podcast for another time of part that journey. But it was on my personal healing journey and moving forward that one day I just was in the office with a woman and she was crying over the fact she hadn't won a sword, which was a type of trophy at one of these physique competitions. And I just sat there thinking to myself, this is not a real problem. I don't want to use my gifts anymore to help women win trophies. I want to help women become their own personal champion. And so in my fitness business, I wiped out a 6-figure business that served physique athletes. I did not want to do it anymore. It was no longer in alignment with me. And as you can imagine, some people would be like, oh, I can't believe you'd shut that down, a 6-figure business. Nope, was not in my heart, wasn't my passion anymore. And I realized all the baggage that women carry and the big gap for women, especially women with families, women who are moms and also have careers and want to be driven in their career as well. So that's kind of how my new venture, and I don't want to necessarily say it's new, it's been born many years ago. It's just been a start stop. Fearless Academy for Women. That's like my passion. It's the foundation of where I'm headed now. And it was born through Summer's Fitness and all those different struggles and successes on my resume.
Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see the passion that Summer has when she is talking about this. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. So, 15 years of owning a brick and mortar location. You survived a pandemic. I mean, to come out on the other side and still be thriving is incredible. And then now you're getting ready to begin another session of your Fearless Academy for Women. So tell us more about Fearless Academy. Who is that for? Tell us more about the program.
So, Fearless Academy for Women is for women. Most of my clients do have families, whether their kids are school age or whether they're empty nesters. Typically, they're over the age of 40 and kind of looking for their second act. They've realized that they've been taking care of everyone else and they've kind of left themselves behind. And so, I take them through personal development. I've developed a fearless framework. So I have a personal development course that I built out, like I said, through my struggles and through my successes, and put it into an easily digestible, system and formula for women, right? Like by a woman for women you've probably read books, right? And listened to podcasts and you're like, these are men or these are women who don't have kids. Like, how can you give me advice? So I've been there. So it's the personal development and then it's the group life coaching too. And I call it life performance coaching because women are multifaceted and I'm also multifaceted in my years of experience. And so I have some people that will call me their mindset coach. Others call me their health and fitness coach. Others call me their leadership coach. And then of course, being a business owner. So that's the second piece, the group life coaching. And then the third piece is you do get access to me one-on-one in your back pocket to address whatever personal goal it is or thing that's kind of holding you back. And that's what I do is I help women reset their priorities so that they can truly be happy, so they can truly meet their health and fitness goals, so they can truly feel fulfilled in their career and help those priorities align with their life. Now, it might not sound really fancy, but if you read the success stories and testimonials on my website, I mean, it changes lives. And that's why I'm so passionate about it and recognize the gap for women to get the education, the tools, the support, the strategy that's realistic.
Right, exactly. Because you've been in their shoes. You have walked those shoes that we are all walking in currently. And I love how you say it's that multifaceted approach. So many programs, I feel like they touch on maybe one or two, but having all of those amazing benefits that you talked about, and I looked at your website, some of these transformations are incredible. So what you've developed is such a wonderful, well-rounded program. So if someone wants to learn more about that program, which you're getting ready to start another session, when does that session start?
Correct. So enrollment ends September 28th.
Okay.
for this fall session, and it will run October, I believe it's 3rd through December 2nd. Of course, I've built in Thanksgiving week.
And how does someone find out more information regarding that program?
Sure. So you can go directly to fearlessacademyforwomen.com. So fearlessacademyforwomen.com. And it can also be found through my website, which is just my name, summermontebone.com.
Perfect. And we will link all of that up in the show notes. So be sure to check that out. Now, Summer, as a business owner and as a mom, what is one piece of business advice that if you could give yourself 10 years ago, what would it be?
So that's kind of a loaded question because I could be specific to how I would change in the fitness industry, right? Or like you said, as a mom. So first and foremost, I would say you have to start small and be realistic for your life. I've had other male coaches and even other female coaches try to tell me like, oh, don't use a mom as being as an excuse. Well, you're not using it as an excuse. And that's where in my program too, talking about your priorities, like what is your priority? Because you can't be full-time mom, full-time career person, show up to your brick and mortar, right? So you really need to identify what it is that you want. And is this the right time for you to do it right now? I truly believe in having a coach or a mentor. I have never in my life not had a coach or a mentor. I mean, I have invested so much in myself and in my business. You have to have a coach. Nobody successful got there alone. No one was an overnight success. Everyone you ask would tell you, oh, well, maybe I was an overnight success in 20 to 25 years. And you have to expect failures. Like, not if something happens, when is it going to happen? When? And so you have to really be a proactive thinker. And so it's just recognizing that what you see, back in the day, there wasn't social media the way there is now, but like everyone's showing their highlight reels. Like you need to
Mhm.
know that it is hard work. Like in my case, the first 3 years of my business, I didn't pay myself, right? Like I'm investing in this business. So that would be one big thing. And secondly, it's learning really to be a leader and it's learning to lead yourself first. And again, that's why my program I feel is so beneficial, is because you need to have foundations within yourself personally before you can run a successful business and before you can lead other people. And that's something to evaluate. Are you going to have to hire employees? Are you going to know how to mentor, mold, and coach them? The hiring process, like we hear about it now. So there's just so many different facets of a business too, that you need a coach or a mentor really to help you get there.
Yes, for sure. And it truly is about investing in yourself. And I love how you touched too upon, we always see these highlight reels and we see these very successful people. And then we tend to compare our chapter 1 to their chapter 20. And it does get very, very frustrating and it can be discouraging for so many people. So the fact that you touched upon that is definitely so needed. Summer, we appreciate your support so much. Thank you for joining us here today. Where can we find you on social media?
So Summer Montebone, pretty much if you just type in Summer
Perfect.
Montebone, you'll be able to find me. Yeah, I have personal pages, and then locally the fitness business is Summer's Fitness.
Great. And both of those pages are so uplifting, motivating, and encouraging to follow. So I highly suggest that you check out her social media feeds on Facebook and Instagram. She always has such great motivational posts and sayings and just a lot of value that she provides as well. All right. So, friendly reminder, tickets are now on sale for Confidence Cells. Be sure to visit themomsonamission.com to learn more.